Hi, everybody. This is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Sunday, October the 14th, and welcome to our video commentary. Perhaps you've seen some of the articles about the Democrats concerned with a lackluster Hispanic turnout, particularly in places like Texas and California. And while most Hispanics will vote Democrat, that's not really the issue. The issue is turnout. And are they going to get the kind of turnout, for example, that will turn some districts in the House primarily from the Democrats to the Republicans? And they're concerned about it. And a lot of it is based on, the people inside the party who are basically saying, are we doing enough? Have we lost an opportunity? And so on and so on. Now, again, nobody really knows the answer, and we will know on Election Day. But I will share with you a couple of examples why I think the Democrats ought to be worried about Hispanic turnout. Again, let me repeat, they will get the majority of the Hispanic vote. The real issue is turnout. And that's what many of these critics and some of these observers are talking about. But let me just give you two examples here in Texas. On May 22nd, there was a runoff for Texas governor between Lupe Valdez and Andrew White. Now, you would have thought that would have been a perfect opportunity for the blue wave to really prove that it was for real. You have a Hispanic woman running for the governor. It was just the perfect time to have a blue wave. But instead of a blue wave, we didn't get any water, if I could put it that way. We had the lowest turnout for a Democrat runoff since the 1920s. That's pretty pathetic when you think about it. The lowest Hispanic turnout, or the lowest turnout period for a runoff since the 1920s. 419,000 people voted in Texas in that runoff. Again, the lowest turnout since the 1920s. That's the first example. The second example just happened in South Texas a few weeks ago, where Pete Flores, a new Republican, not a politician, basically a rancher, new to politics, ran in a district, State Senate District number 19, a district which is like 70% Hispanic, a district that has not voted Republican in 130-something years, and Pete Flores won that election. 53 to 46, or 53-47. That's a pretty big election. It's not a landslide in the traditional sense, but it's a healthy victory. So what's going on? Why is Hispanic turnout perhaps not turning out the way it was supposed to be? Well, I think the biggest problem is message. The Democrats really don't have a message for Hispanics. They don't have a message for anything, but in particular, they don't have a message for Hispanics. Their only message is, we hate Trump. And if we get elected, we're going to impeach him. And now they're going to impeach Kavanaugh, or so they say. Well, that may be very popular in some corners of the world, but that's not going to do anything to a person in Texas who isn't as politically motivated as the extremes normally are. And the big difference, of course, in Texas is that we're having a good economy. So most Hispanics who are watching all of this are saying, well, we have a pretty good economy. And they may not say we love Trump, but at least they're accepting the fact that we have a pretty good economy. And again, the Democrats have absolutely no message other than universal health care. Everybody knows we cannot afford that. And we hate Trump. So I think that may be part of the problem for the Democrats. Again, they're going to get most of the Hispanic vote, particularly in Texas and California. Florida is a little different because of the Cuban influence. But clearly, they're going to get most of the votes. But the question is, are they going to have a turnout? And many Democrats are afraid they may not. And maybe it has something to do with the message. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a reason. Well, thank you for watching. We have all of these videos over on YouTube, on Twitter, on my blog. And if October 14th is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.